Scott, not so much. Let's get him off the show. Alrighty. I'm gonna make
There we go.
smaller.
And my boo. And my headset. And my boo. So I did get a bunch of Christmas money, which was very nice. My family is the sweetest. And my sister-in-law had commented that half of this is to help with bills if you need it, and the other half is to go get something fun. So I went over to Guitar Center to look at microphones because I want to set up a mini rig for myself. So when I do the Sci-Fi Dinette again, I have a little MIDI of my own, and so they were showing me a lot of fun and interesting stuff. So I may, before I decide to buy anything, I will more than likely ping all of your brains about them.
Oh yeah. You can pick my brain anytime.
Ah, bless.
That'll be fun.
What's nice is that little... I'm sorry, we can talk about that later. Let's get talking about Star Trek.
Let's hang on a second.
Star Trek. I love you, M.
You
Okay.
missed me.
Talk some more.
Yep.
Some more. Someone set
this studio on fire so we can have s'mores.
Oh, here, I'll play a song.
Oh, yeah.
I just learned how to play Old Lang Syne.
Test. 1, 2.
Hello.
Yeah. You go ahead, play. I'm recording, so it'll be
Are you?
Again. So.
Let me find the music for Old Lang Syne. Here we go. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Old Lang Syne? For Old Lang Syne, my dear, for Old Lang Syne. That's a little too high for me. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Old Lang Syne.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much. My nephews are learning to play at school, so I took Charlie, which is this one. I have Sally too, but she's broken.
Aw.
I broke the head. Right. I put a Batman Band-Aid on it.
Aw.
So she doesn't hold a tune very well. And since I started playing a lot more, I decided to go and actually buy like a good... That's a very good little ukulele for $25, but I upgraded a little bit to something a little bit more sturdy. But we were playing on Christmas Day. I was playing ukulele with my nephew, and I had all the feels. It was great.
That's awesome.
You good? Do I need another musical interlude?
I don't know, Jim.
Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Oh, what fun it is to... fudge. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Next page. Jingle Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile burst a wheel and Joker got away.
Jim?
How you doing?
Oh, I can't hear him now.
Me neither.
Yeah, he's talking to himself again.
Ooh, I don't know these chords. What am I trying to play this? Schwa to the world.
Hey, Jim's asking that you actually play the Star Wars theme song. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me get right on that. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. That's about it. Those are the only words I know to that song.
Yeah, I forgot there are lyrics to that.
Thanks to Bill Murray, there are.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't. I thought there were actual lyrics to it.
Yep, they were the ones that he made up on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay. I forgot he did that.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm. Oops, nope. All is calm. All is bright. Round yon virgin, I can't do a regular G, mother and child, holy, so tender and mild. Then this one hurts my finger. Sleep in heaven. Oops, that's bad. That's better. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Okay. Good. Jim? Still waiting on Jim to join us.
Jaime?
Yeah.
Oh, in the meantime, I will Farpoint guest survey short form. Your legal name and your legal document. Didn't we already do this for them like a million years ago?
Yeah, it's fine.
For this year? What days are we going?
Oh, hey, Andrew wants to know what ukulele model that is.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're live?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh, great. It's a Kohala.
Okay. It's
Kohala. Kohala. It is a tenor ukulele.
Tenor.
So there's a couple different sizes. I own a soprano, which is kind of your basic everyday. Everybody plays the soprano because it has a cute little bright sound. It's very sweet. It's got a cute. It's a little out of tune because she can't hold a tune. I sing as an alto. So I went to the music shop and tried a couple. They had a concert, which fits in between the soprano and the tenor. Then there's a bass, which has a gorgeous sound. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a great brand. There's a lot of great stuff out there. So if you're starting and you just want to get like a little $25 one to start with to see if you dig it, awesome. If you are ready to learn and play, I would go and get something made of a sturdier wood with a solid wood neck. Metal head is good too. And I just took my...
He said he has a soprano and a concert ukulele.
Oh, what brand does he have?
She wants to know, Andrew, what brand you have. As you can probably hear her say that herself since you're listening.
Here I am talking to him, and he's got like good. He knows if he's got a concert one, that's a big deal.
Yeah. He loves the sound of the tenor. He said.
Yeah, it's a very nice warm tone, and the wood on this is beautiful. The dream is to actually go to Hawaii and get a koa one, which is gonna set me back a couple $100, but it would be lovely.
He doesn't like the soprano koala, he says. The kohala, I guess it is.
He doesn't like this. I should actually go onto YouTube and get into the chat so you don't have to be in the middle. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll interpret. I'm going to start doing my interpretive dance now.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that.
So let me go.
We're ready to kind of concert. His concert is a Les Paul Epiphone.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. I think the Kohala is perfect as a starter ook.
Since the beginner.
I don't know if you have heard of the musician Molly Lewis.
Yes.
I know Molly Lewis, and when I broke Sally, she totally felt my pain. And then when I said, there's one here, I texted her and said, there's the Kohala, and she said that's a great place to start. And then she confirmed what my friend Colin said, which was play it for a while, go and sit and play them, and see what you feel comfortable on. The bass was fun to play. The sound was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It had a nice big belly sound.
Yeah, he said that his concert Les Paul Epiphone has been discontinued, but it's a good model.
Yeah.
By the way, when you adjusted your video, either it's out of focus or you smudged.
It's smeared.
Yeah.
So I had a sticker, I had a Post-it note over it because I have this paranoia of people like breaking into my, and not that people are watching me, but I don't know. So I have a sticker that goes over it, mainly because I don't want anybody to see my very messy room. Don't look!
Stop looking.
Don't look.
Jim doesn't want people to hear his voice, so I'm just kidding.
How come we always, poor Jim, it's always his rig that goes kind of catty-wonky on us.
You know, if only he was playing his lute.
Oh, a lute is beautiful.
All
right.
Is there a, let me see if there is.
Maybe his gear is, he's just got too much gear. He should unplug everything and go simple.
Yeah, go simple.
I'm not kidding. Like I stripped when I use the mic for gaming and when we record our shows, I just use the USB mic and plug it in the back of the computer.
Let's see if we can do that here. Oh, I'm gonna chat.
Sci-Fi Diner
Podcast. I don't want to eject them.
BT Dubs, you guys sounded great on the episode 6 of Star Wars.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that one. All right, so
yes, so Andrew, I'm still very much a learner. I'm really crappy at reading music, but I can do okay with reading off of when it has the dots. There's a word, and I know what it is, but it's gone out of my brain. Here we go. That's a great model. Sadly, it's discontinued. Hey, there you are. Hi, Andrew.
All right.
Please forgive my bad typing, Andrew.
And let me see if I can.
Why is it still a little schmutzy?
It looks better than it did. All right.
Oh, how much of a delay is on the YouTubes?
You know what? It's about 30-second delay.
I just heard a blink, like somebody messaged.
That was me. Calling you on.
Someone just messaged again.
That's me.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm trying to get a hold of Jim, so we can talk through it a little bit.
I
can drop him out and see
if you can come back in.
Yeah, I'll eject. What do you do? You eject him? Sounds. Yep, I want to eject Jim. And then
None of your personal information.
You like Jim, please. All right.
Oh, I'm filling out the form for Farpoint for us. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yes. I haven't looked at my schedule yet to see how that works, but
departure day, Sunday. Well, I put arrival time like 7 to midnight.
That works.
And then departure time on Sunday. 7 p.m.
Okay.
So Friday schedule. I'm not going to say we're available Friday at all.
No, that's probably good.
And then Saturday from like 11 to whenever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, just Sean Mayer from Firefly.
Is he the only guest so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's a celebrity guest, yeah.
They'll be adding more. They typically add more.
It'll be nice to get him. He's apparently very, very lovely.
First Firefly guest we've ever had a chance, we'll have a chance to talk to.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Primary interest, television, new media. Secondary interest, general TV, new media. I would moderate, sure. I'm not really good at them. Autograph sessions. Do you want an autograph session for ourselves? Sure.
Autograph session, the diner.
Although at Shore Leave, what's his name? Asked for our that fella Dave who came. He asked for our autograph.
Oh, okay.
That was really fun.
He was cool. I liked him.
List the names of the people you enjoy sharing time with on panels. Anyone? Michael Dora. Oops, Dorothy. I'm spelling this wrong. Any author, anyone really.
Yeah. Jim? I'm going to step away to just chat with Jim a little bit.
Sure. Oops. Okay.
Hey, Jim. Can you hear me? What was that? Yeah, I can't hear you on Facebook either. Can you just confirm? I don't know how you have your mic hooked in. I can record just from my end if you want to just forego the hang on here, let me stop this. If you want to forego recording from your end to see if we can just isolate it, maybe bypass your rig for tonight. I don't know if you can plug your headphones directly into the output of your computer.
If he's got a USB mic.
What is he? If you have a USB mic that you can plug directly in, or if it's just the XLR mic that you're running with. Hey, Jim, do you have Facebook on your phone?
Miles, how do I spell your last name?
Because I'm not.
M's capital Loughlin.
I'm not hearing you.
L-O-U.
Loughlin.
Thank you.
January 21st is when Legends of Tomorrow comes out.
Awesome sauce.
All right, Jim is saying to go without him.
Does he have technical difficulties?
Yeah, we can't. Go,
That's too bad.
But all right. All right. We'll just we'll roll here.
Okay.
You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And let me actually start recording. All right. You ready?
Let's do it.
As I'll ever be.
Welcome to the Sci-Fi Diner Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Scott Herzog.
Good evening. I'm Miles P. McLaughlin.
Hi, I'm MC Garcia.
And tonight we are talking about Force Awakens.
Star Wars!
We have waited for this.
Like a child, I'm just, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell that I liked it, can you?
No. You obviously.
You fence rider.
I mean, come on, Emma. Make.
I tell you, when frickin' Jar Jar showed up, I was about to stab somebody.
That was only in the modified trailer. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Han shot Jar Jar first. It's true.
Oh.
It's true.
Han.
Oh man, Han. Poor Han.
I know. Okay, so do we have a structure here, or are we just gonna yammer aimlessly because it was that great?
Yeah, well, we can yammer aimlessly. We do have some notes. I shared them with you, but we can really go anywhere with this.
Okay, I'll pull up the
notes. If you want to look
notes.
at the notes, we can kind of guide you. So.
Okay, so when did you guys see the movie?
Oh, when did we see the movie? Miles, why don't you saw it earlier than I think.
Yeah, let's see. It opened Thursday, December 17th. We saw it the following Sunday. So,
wow.
Yeah. So was it? So tell me about that, Miles. So you went. You saw it at Penn Cinema, the local theater here. Packed, not packed. I mean, what was the? Tell me about the experience.
It was not sold out, but it was packed, and we got there like 10 minutes before the movie started, and it had already mostly filled up. So there are a lot of people in.
Were you stuck with those front seats that you have to sit out the stair, crane your neck up at?
Not quite. Well, about 3 rows from the back, from the front.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't terrible, but yeah, it was. Everybody else, all the good seats from the went up were taken.
Yeah.
People were buying tickets. Was it 6 weeks in advance?
Oh yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother had his tickets like right when they first came out, and whew. Yeah, I was not so lucky.
A lot of anticipation. A lot of people were anticipating and looking forward to this movie.
Yeah. Yes. How about you, Em? When did you go ahead and see this movie?
So I tried to see it the week after it opened, but tickets were impossible. And so Will and I were trying to see it on. We decided, we'll just go on Christmas night. It'll be fine. And we got great seats. But then like a couple hours before, he called and he said, I have a fever of 102 and I think I'm passing a kidney stone, or it might be my appendix. So we ended up at the emergency room instead.
Priorities. That's okay.
Yep. It was kind of fun because we were telling the nurses, this is our first date. And that was fun. And then the next day we got tickets again, and I was super excited and I bought them for the 10:50 show. But then I looked at my email and it said 11:50 and I went, oh, well, all right. I was just off. So we were hanging out and we leave, we get to the theater and we get our tickets and I'm all giddy and we walk into the theater and there's Ren and Finn running in sand. And I was like, no, why can't the universe doesn't want me to see this movie? And I'm pretty sure I made a face like a little kid when he's told there is no Santa Claus. So we went walking back to the table and I showed Will the email. I was like, this says 11:50 on it, right? And he said, yeah, it's what it. So it turns out that there was a glitch in the system. And it should have given me the 10:50 tickets, but the email was sent wrong. And I was like, And they said, well, we have tickets we still have seats left for the 12:05 in the morning tickets. So we didn't leave the theater till 3:30.
That's right. I did see your post on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
come hell or high water, you managed.
We saw that stupid movie, and it was
so now 12:05 in the morning, 12:30 in the morning. Was it packed?
It was actually, I would say, it was probably 35% full.
Oh, that's not
bad. But like everything else was selling out like hotcakes. Like it was unbelievable. we had gone late enough that there weren't people dressing up, but I was a little disappointed. I thought folks would still just go and be dressed up and have fun with it.
Yeah. So we didn't see it till the Saturday after Christmas. We said, okay, we're going to go see this as a family. My wife, totally not into Star Wars, but said, I'll go with you, right?
Oh.
And so we went to the same theater, Miles, that you did. And I thought, okay, the movie is what, 9-10 days out. We should no problem getting seats by only 5 at a time. We said, well, 2:00 in the afternoon, we're going to go 2:00, then we'll go out to eat. We'll do a little bit of shopping, post-Christmas shopping, right? So we get there at 1:40. Yeah, sold out. 2:00 showing, sold out. So we got 2:30, and not only that, but there was a line for it. So we are in line, and this line ends up being 150 deep. This is a Saturday afternoon after Christmas. 10, 11 days, out. It's just I couldn't believe that there was that amount of people that were still standing in line for it, and it was a sold out show. We were close enough to the front of the line that we got really good seats, the seats we like to see, but it was bizarre. I just didn't expect it that to be that way.
You didn't have the assigned seating?
Well, some theaters in this area do it. There's a Regal in our area that does that, but the Penn Cinema does not do assigned seating yet.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they'll move that. I know that a lot of places do that, and that's always nice when they have that, but they did not, and they should, in my opinion. But yeah, so we got there, and we sat there, and it was a pretty awesome experience. The best part about it was I Facebooked this, and my wife has kind of irked at me because I said the best part about seeing this movie is seeing it with my son and daughter. I didn't mention her in it. She was a little bit offended. Not intentionally.
I totally would. Kristen, I'm there for you, girl.
Right. And she actually, to her credit, I'm going to bring her up this time. She said she went and saw Empire Strikes Back with me in the theaters when they re-released it. They must have remastered it and released it in the 90s sometime.
Yeah, they did.
And so I saw it in the theaters, now defunct Pacific, if you remember that, in Lancaster. But I went and saw it there, and she saw it with me, and it was a forgettable experience. She did not like Empire, but she liked, she said, all the Star Wars movies I've seen, this was the easiest to follow.
Okay. So
she liked it.
Empire's hard. If that's your first jump in, that's a hard movie to jump into.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's really story, because the character development is set up, and you've already invested in the characters that you like and don't like.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You kind of need that history.
Andrew's saying that Regal is assigned, and it is, but not Penn Cinema. Penn Cinema is not in our area. Did you go to the Alamo Draft House?
Yes, I did. I love that place.
Oh, I know you do. So
the Alamo Draft House and Cinema, located in beautiful Ashburn, Virginia. Please give me free tickets.
Yeah. That is, there we go. So sitting there was just a really awesome experience. Kiefer, my son, numerous times did leapt out of his seat. He was that excited at different parts.
Oh, cool.
I did too. when Ray turns and goes, and they're running. No, we're not going to that ship. That ship is junk. And then their ship blows up, and she goes, "Let's take the junk." And you turn, and it's the friggin' Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
The biggest hunk of junk in the galaxy.
And then when she makes this is the ship that did the Kessel Run in 14 parsecs. I instinctively went 12, and I did it out loud. And at the Alamo, you're not allowed to talk out loud. So Will, I think, just looked at me like I was crazy, but it timed perfectly to when Han went 12.
Yeah. There were so many of those things in the movie that were just throwbacks to, for those of us that know the original trilogy and even the prequels, there were so many throwbacks that really were there for us.
Well, just the first movie, the Millennium Falcon, we got to see things of the ship we hadn't seen since the first film. We saw the holographic chessboard. We saw
the training ball.
The train, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Finn's throwing stuff around. He's looking for a part, and he throws the Jedi trading ball.
Yeah. The bad computer graphics on the aiming mechanism for the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Still have them around.
Yeah.
And I was impressed because what Lucas would have done if he'd had his hand in these movies, he would have updated those graphics. But JJ said, let's keep it in line with the original, and they kept the Falcon's interior and everything very.
It looked like
it looked like you were watching A New Hope in some ways.
We didn't see the guns in Empire or well, we saw lasers being shot from the Falcon in Jedi, but we didn't see that part of the ship. We didn't see,
Yeah.
So
And then it still had a bad motivator.
I know. Well, didn't the motivator come in with Luke? With Luke with the droids at the very beginning on Uncle Owen's, he goes, "This droid is a bad motivator."
Right.
But they don't say.
But
that
it happened too in Empire,
Did it?
because
Oh yes, you're right.
Hyperdrive motivator.
Oh yeah, that's right.
hyperdrive motivator.
Yeah, yeah.
We also saw those in the floor, those places where you could hide. You know,
The cargo holds.
Yeah. So nice throwback to the first film.
Well, and that was one of the best moments. So when Rey and Finn are like underneath and they're waiting for the First Order to jump onto the ship, and who walks in? Chewie and Han.
Right.
That's like best
Chewie,
moment ever.
We're home.
Yeah.
I was so I'm pretty sure. So Will sat to the left of me. I'm pretty sure his right arm was bruised. Because every time I jumped, I grabbed it. I was like, oh my God. Did you see that? Of course you did. There were times where we were both sitting, like leaning forward on the edge of our seats, like.
I think my wife squealed when she saw Han for the first time.
I do want to say this: the way the trailers played it, they made it look like the people that were driving the Falcon through the Star Destroyer was Han and Chewie.
Oh, they did a.
You didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know. They kept that hidden very well.
Mm-hmm.
So
There was a lot of really clean, lots of information, but it wasn't like the trailer for Terminator totally gave away the whole movie in the trailer. This trailer was all the trailers were just an amuse-bouche to one of the most delicious sci-fi meals I think I've consumed in a long time. Yeah. And it's by no means perfect. It's by no means the most epic piece of science fiction work in the whole entirety of science fiction. But for me, I sat there and I was 6 years old is what I wanted. I cried. I was 6 years old again. And I was just in this world, and I jumped and I laughed and and then it was reliving that moment 30 something years later, almost 40 something years later. And it was I want to kiss JJ Abrams on the mouth, basically, because it washed away almost every angst and issue I have with the fan films.
Otherwise known as the prequels, for those of you tuning in. So
we'll have a whole show on why those are wrong, aren't we?
But it certainly played into the inner child in all of us. Miles, you posted that comic on Facebook of the adult guy going in and the kid coming out. I think it's very true.
Yeah.
Playing, it really brought out the kid in us. And I agree. There's some things I want to talk about a little bit later on, some issues I had with the movie. And not because I didn't like Star Wars, not because I didn't think it was pretty freaking awesome, but there were some things that I did have problems with. And we'll certainly get to those.
Well, absolutely.
You wouldn't be a nerd unless you nitpick something.
Well, I'm not sure they're nitpicks, but anyway,
we'll see.
Other
well said, Miles.
Yeah. Were there other throwbacks that really kind of stood out?
I think when Leia said something about Han's jacket, same jacket, new jacket. And the snarkiness, that the relationship between Chewie and Han, having that, like, just that was wonderful.
The whole, like, this does shoot well, Can
I try that?
Yeah. You would think that before now Han would have tried that somewhere along the way, but
I know.
That's not a nitpick, by the way, but it was just funny. So I
think I think we had a lot of delicious Han moments and Chewie moments. Those beautiful, like, really, let's really showcase this long-standing relationship that continues to be long-standing. And he still talks. I've talked myself out of almost every, just all those wonderful, like on that ship of theirs that holds his.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh yes, every film he said that.
Yeah.
My heart just melted.
Yeah.
So I think that the writers and JJ and Disney gave us these wonderful, like, these last few Han moments, because I was expecting what happened to happen, but I wasn't expecting. I was really hoping I was wrong, and I wasn't. And it was
in a lot of ways, Em, like you're saying, this movie was a tribute to Han.
Yes,
the relationship,
perfect word.
The story. Yeah, we had Leia Organa. Yes, Luke makes his token appearance at the end, but this was really the Han story, and Han and Chewie being a sidekick for Rey and Finn, and helping them in their quest. And then he pulls the Obi-Wan moment on the Death Star, you know, when he gets stabbed and falls and disappears.
My wife cried for the rest of the movie after that happened.
Yeah.
And she was almost inconsolable after we left the theater. She needed a few minutes just to gather herself.
Yeah, well, you know what we talked about? Maybe we talked a little bit over supper, that this is, while I totally understand why they did it. I mean, Kylo Ren needed to move beyond his emo self in this movie. So there's just no doubt. But so I don't know.
I thought Kylo was just being an indigent little, you can bleep this out, just a little shit. He was just a brat. He was just a giant brat. And I had no idea that he was Han and Leia's son. No idea. When he was sitting there and he's praying to his grandfather, my jaw was to the ground. The ground. Unbelievable.
I can't say I was too surprised, because to refer to the extended universe, the books, I mean, they Han and Leia had a son that did turn to the dark side. So
right. So they used that idea, although it was Jason, you know, in the extended universe. They do hint at it at the very beginning when we meet that old guy that's speaking with the guy that is BB-8. He does mention when he comes, he goes, I know your family. He goes, you weren't always Kylo Ren. There was hints that this was more. Yeah. And there was more to it from the beginning. And obviously about halfway through the movie, they kind of, acknowledge that this is Kylo Ren is the son of. But I didn't know. But going into the movie, I did not know. So
for some reason, it didn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, this brings the other side of that. There's a lot of speculation about who Rey really is.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, a lot of theories.
Yeah. How about you? Did you any thoughts on Rey?
Oh, she's Luke's daughter.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't have any hard, fast evidence of that, though, do we?
So for me, it was the fact that she didn't find the lightsaber. It called to her.
Right.
It called to her.
Yeah. So,
the other one that kind of solidified it was that when she's fighting Kylie Minogue, when she's fighting Kylo and the saber goes flying, and he reaches for it and it starts to wiggle, and that she's reaching for it too. It's not that she's stronger. I believe it went to her because it belongs to her, because it belonged to Luke and it belonged to Anakin.
So let's talk about this a little bit. I had this huge dialogue with my nephew about this over Christmas dinner, because I mean, what else do you talk about at Christmas dinner but Star Wars? And so we were sitting there chatting. He goes, well, here's the theory. If you go through the Force visions that she has when she touches the lightsaber the first time, there's a theory out there that these are images of repressed memories that she's had, that she, why is she on Jakarta, right? She's there because, was it Jakku? Jakku. Why is she on Jakku? Well, she's on Jakku because she's been taken there by Luke her mind has been mind wiped in a sense, and her memory is suppressed and hidden. And these are flashes of the memories that she had. There's theories that she was part of the same training school that Kylo Ren was with Luke, and that Luke took her to Jakku and therefore, or Jakku or whatever it is, and that these flashes of memories were hints to her past, and there's in those hints, Luke is in those hints, and that's suggesting that this might be Luke's daughter.
Well, and you hear Anakin, the terrible actor, and you hear Ewan McGregor, which is great,
right?
And they even took Sir, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Alec Guinness. They had sampled something he had said to pull the sound of the name Rey out. There was all these beautiful, like, wonderful, like, voices. And one of the people I was sitting with last night, we were discussing it. She said she heard Snoke's voice as well. And she has a theory about Snoke's, but we'll get to that.
Ooh, well, no, I want to hear the theories about Snoke's.
So she believes that Snoke's is the original Jedi Sith. And that Snoke's, there's only one way to take Snoke's down, as being the creator of the Force, like the original, the first. That there's a theory that among the Jedi, you live forever by continuing on to the next emanation, whereas the Sith use the Force from other Jedi as their kind of quickening to relive and to continue on, and that's why they look a mess and they're a disaster. So she had a theory, which was really interesting, that Kylo, Kylo whatever, he is actually being kind of a double agent, and that Han knew that he was going to have to kill him, because that's how you become a grown-up Darth. That's how you get your Darth name, is once you kill your parent or kill your maker or whatever. And that Kylo, like, that little exchange between Han and Kylo was kind of a silent agreement of, okay, you know what your mission is, son. You do what you have to do. And he was accepting of his death. And Kylo just moved on to the next step to get closer to Snoke's. And now that he's found Ren, he can take Ren, who is good. And the two of them, by taking the dark and the good, can kill Snoke's.
It's
Please tell me something if that made sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
The only thing is, he had an epic lightsaber battle. Well, maybe epic is strong, but he had a lightsaber battle with Rey, and
then tells her, "I can train you."
Yeah.
Right before the whole planet split into teeny tiny bitses.
Yeah. Obviously, Kylo's not dead, but they don't show his body. But
of course
he's no.
Well, you know what? There's also theories that Han is not really dead.
He's a T-4000.
Oh, I don't think he's dead.
I do.
Oh, I think he's
still the last of them yet.
It went right through his thoracic cavity, which are where most of the good organs are.
I personally, I think he's gone. I think if we see him at all, it'll be in the Alec Guinness form, right? The whole shadowy phantom in the Force.
Yeah, but he was never of the Force, so
I know
he can't come back that way.
No, but the Force is in everyone, so maybe in that regard, he was the Force.
We didn't see what happened to his body afterwards. It's a mystery what happened to it. This is science fiction, fantasy.
They can bring the clones back. Maybe there's a clone of Han running around.
No, I don't think we saw the last of him.
What, do you see him? And did you look up the credits for the next movie and see him in there or something?
No, it just we saw him fall off the bridge, and then we saw him disappear, and to me, that just leaves things open ended.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know. I think that I don't think we'll see him again, but I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm okay with that.
And I could be wrong, because I know that Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to die in Return of the Jedi, I believe it was, or Empire. Maybe it was Empire. He wanted him to have a heroic death for die for his friends. And
so stuff. What about Finn? Let's talk Finn. Is Finn a relative of Lando Calrissian?
I don't think so.
I heard that theory being posited around the interweb somewhere along the way. Any thoughts on that, Em? Hello, Em? Did we lose Em? Em, are you there? Hello, Em. We don't have Em. Em seems to have dropped out of the call.
We have to find him.
Hello, Em. Yeah, we can't hear you, Em. She's checking stuff from her end.
Okay.
Hello, Em. No. Wow. Em says, bless you.
Thank you.
It seems to register that you're talking, Em, when you talk because your face pops up, but I don't see, we don't hear you from our end. I can just drop you out and we'll just not go live and we'll just record a Google Hangouts call. Maybe that'll just be easier.